Welcome to Shri and Kira Live, the voice of passionate action. Celebrating 21 years of continual public service, Shri and Kira offer you the blessing of the experience of I am as you are. Enjoy timeless wisdom, divine inspiration, community connection, and joyful fun. Discover your best life filled with the peace, love, and joy of the Yoga of Self-Ascension as you ignite your dreams with the Law of Instantaneous Manifestation. And now, sit back and relax and welcome Shri and Kira. Namaste, beloved ones, and welcome to the voice of passionate action. I am wisdom teacher Sri Ram Ka.
And I am Master Lady Kira Ra, and we are here beaming you love. And in this moment, we're gonna put up a slide. We're gonna invite you to bring your hands to your heart. And let's first take in a deep Ave Sa breath before we do that. Really, let's do that one more time. Let's go with a deep Ave in. Sa. And as you do that one more time, going in and relaxing out with a smile, in this 50,000-year cycle, in this year, in this moment of exquisite stability, let's connect. And Shri, I'm going to invite you to start us off.
All right, beloved ones, let's be present. The Saint Germain is sharing this communication through Master Lady Kira Ra. Beloved ones, as all arrive into the experience of 2023, the illumination of all that is has now come full circle to be remembered, renewed, and restored. A moment offering such vast healing opportunity that simply arriving into this potentiality at this moment is worthy of celebration. Stepping into the moment at hand as it unfolds with each breath, the alchemical shifts have arisen so that all who choose are ready and able to command the light that you are here to command.
Take in a breath.
To arise with a smile that knows it is your birthright. And as the rising remembrance becomes too real to deny, there will be many who will choose to shrink from this newly co-creating miracle through the energetic pull of the demand. As your brain of form receives this gift of sharing, simply remember that in this realm of potentiality, you are unable to simultaneously demand and command. Rather, it is an invitation for you to arise with clarity and make a decision. To celebrate with joy the moment of clarity that ignites greater self-harmony through release into authentic self-inquiry. Notice within, do you demand that things change? Or do you consciously command the light to co-create the shift? Do you demand that something be different? Or do you consciously command the universal alchemical processes to rearrange according to the divine harmony currently potentializing?
Making sure those hands are on your heart. Take in a deep Ave Sa breath. Exhaling with a smile. These are the choices that are playing out now with great, great, great abundant energy. The perfect STORM that has been co-created for this moment of potentiality of consciousness and is calling out for the greatest remembrance of all, now that you are the alchemical master here in this realm to fully embody the divine mastery presence of your ascended being while in form. Breathe that in. This moment of divine ignition is the presence of the weaving of the fabric of all time from the cosmic center of your universe. Look at the picture, gaze at the picture, see it, open your arms. The ignition is vast, pulsing, and arriving in ways that have not been woven into this potentiality before. Feel your hands, open your arms, look into the eye of the storm right there in front of you in the archway of the temple. Feel the energy of the rainbow, feel the sands, feel the shifting, feel everything. To dance before the all is self-creating and thereby fluid as it finds new form. Feel your hands, rub them together, dance, smile. To dance with the grace of the dancer is to carry the knowing of the mastery presence into this form right now. To sustain the body of form well beyond the paradigms of this potentiality through the ignition of multi-dimensional conscious expression. I'm going to say that again, my angels. Multi-dimensional conscious expression. Open your arms, feel the eye, feel all of that energy, feel those emanations, feel the energy of the pyramid within the pyramid that is the energy of 2023. See the spirals. We're going to be going deeper into this as you recognize and receive this cosmic flame of divine ignition, because today we're opening with the sharing and we're closing with a live evasive balancing for all of you into cosmic realms today. So hopefully you're not driving, right? So as you recognize and receive this cosmic flame of divine ignition, you expand it. Expand it. Expand it. Expand it. Expand it. The sacred five. Breathing with the conscious connection of your mastery presence is the ignition of mastery within the soul of those who choose to become one with the winds. One with the winds. Breathless, breathful. Free from, free to. It is then you remember everything. And I mean everything. This is the moment we are in. To remember that you cannot simultaneously command and demand. Yes. Which is why when we perceive ourselves to be in the presence of saying, show me, that's a demand. A command is co-create with me now. Remember that this is the moment. And right now, this week, we have such a huge, huge journey for you today. I'm so grateful you're here. Shri and I have been preparing for you for days, it feels like, because it's such an exciting moment with this illuminated first in 50,000 years. I mean, wow, right? So welcome. Welcome to all of you. Welcome to all of you, wherever you may be tuning in, at all the different places this show shows up. This journey today is yours. And sincerely, if you are driving, not the best day to tune in. You might want to pull over or pay attention to how you're flowing. Because when we end today, Shri and I are going to offer all of you the blessing of a cosmic evasive balancing and really invite you into the energy of stability. And part of the reason we're doing that, before we go any further, Shri, I just can't hold my excitement anymore, is because today is the first day that the after party begins, right? And so what does that mean? Well, I'm just so excited. I'm like jumping out of my seat wanting to talk about it. So the after party, for those of you that do not know, about 30 minutes or 15 or 30 minutes after this journey ends, which is the perfect time to integrate that cosmic evasive balancing, you're going to come to and go, whoa, what just happened? And I think I need to talk about that. Well, guess what? You can.
Yes.
Because 3 times a month after this journey every Sunday. So now you want to make sure that you always allow that extra hour after us. So right after this show, you get to go on that extra journey. And that journey is being hosted by our beautiful 3 shepherds. And at TOSA, we have had TOSA angels showing up to volunteer and support things. We have had shepherds showing up who have been on the journey for many years and are ready to support you.
Yes.
We have had incredible, massive masters show up in the names of Sue and Natasha and all these beings coming together. And we're inviting you as well, because we know, we have heard you. Many of you have written and said, I need community. Where I live, it's lonely. Or I'm going through all these things and I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know who to talk to. So today, Shri and I want to open. We're just going to ask you maybe to bring your hands to your heart too. We just want to open with a gentle bow of, we love you. We are so proud of you, our Self-Ascension community. And starting today, you can join in the after party. Shri and I are not there. It is hosted by our 3 shepherds, beautiful Patty Peterson, Hollis Bachhout, and Ashtara Ra, who will all be waiting for you. And you can find out how to get there by checking out at YouTube, official Shri and Kira in the chat right now, where they are all live, right? You've got to be with us live. If you're catching us in replays, try to join us live every Sunday at noon Eastern time. And we also have lots of people that are already sending in tons of sharing about what's going on, the stability of this moment. We are in the first illuminated presence new moon of the 50,000 year cycle, the reset. And in this magical moment, it's all about stability.
Stability is understood. Stability is realized when we are authentic, when we are lined up with who we really are.
Now, can I divide that out? Because you said it's understood and realized. And I have to jump in with mastery presence and say, I love the balance you just did. Because what Shri just said was, remember, it's understood. Remember, those of you that are with us during Monday Mastery, as we're decoding, and that's why we're using this as a decoding remembrance learning moment. Whenever we hear the word understand, understood, understanding, anything around that, what does that mean? What Shri did was he first said, okay, let's relax your left brain. So, and I'm hearing why he did that, because I am seeing a lot of you out there, and I'm saying, hey, you know what? In this moment, let's let go of the left brain. And then he said it was realized. That's the beauty. Once you understand in the left brain, that co-creative presence, command or demand comes forward, and you are able to really be. So I want to invite all of you to really be, because the reason I stopped Shri is what he's getting ready to say is so important that let's just really breathe that in. And be really present to understand the realization. Love it. Love that bridge, Shri. Thank you.
Well, we are all in an experience of, let's just call it an evolutionary, revelatory life. We are evolving and it is being revealed. I almost said the word transition, but it isn't that. It is a flow of revelation. And as we begin to relax into our true essence, the authenticity that is your divine nature. Many people have many words for that. And the more words we use, the more brain bound we become. And that becomes a trap. It's essential that we breathe in and simply feel, know, and trust our divine mastery presence, the essence that is here with you, you meaning the form, that's with this body, with this life, and will continue.
Breathe that in. And Shri, as you're sharing, I'm feeling I have to touch your hands. So if you're with someone right now, touch their hands and just lift your hands up. Yeah. Mirror like this, and you really want to try and get those thumbs together. If you're not with someone right now, of course, bring your hands into prayer position. And Shri, as you were sharing, I want you to feel the energy transmissions that are happening right now, especially in your thumbs. Feel your thumbs. And we're going to go into prayer position to demo. But so if you're in prayer position or even if with another person, wow, do you feel that?
Yeah.
Feel that energy. And the reason I'm inviting you into this, as Shri and I are inviting you, we're coming to you from my office this afternoon. We're inviting you into a chamber of greater recognition. And so, Shri, would we please show them right now? We're going to go to the multidimensional presence, that one. Yeah.
Here we go.
So, how have we arrived here? Shri said it, understanding, realizing. And so we have arrived into this moment of the ascension renaissance, and that really is the only way to describe it through our languaging abilities. We are at a moment where every single one of you, if you are over 20 years old, because that's the moment right now, it's this 2-0, right? If you are over that, you are in a moment where you have something that you had planted into this potentiality during this sequential experience of time that has brought you to, and I want you to look over where it says 8th dimension. You are right at the precipice. We are in a moment where, and I now want you to bring your eyes down to where it says 6th dimension. When that comet came through, when that beautiful green comet heralded and came through, right as we were ready to begin, and we can go back to live now, right as we were ready to begin this 50,000 year cycle, a comet, something that every single being on this planet witnessed. It doesn't matter what you believe. It doesn't matter what you would consider or put around. It doesn't matter. What it is a non-negotiable, tangible experience of the energy that was present on this planet in this potentiality 50,000 years ago, saying this is the energy of the sacred 5, the 5 plus eternal life.
Mm-hmm.
And what's so beautiful is 50,000 is eternal life with 4 zeros in perfect balance. It's the concentric rings that are opening to sustain the I, which is in the portal of the sea of neutrality as we navigate this storm. So that's a lot of stuff, especially if it's the first time you've ever caught up with us. So what we're going to do is take a moment and show you how we got here. For those of you that might be saying, okay, I'm tracking with this, but how did we get here, right? So we always find visuals are best. So Shri, would you please show them that one, 2019 through, yeah.
Here we go.
So all of these graphics we're showing you today are in the Mastery Planner. Please go to shriandkara.com. Please get your 2023 Mastery Planner that also includes all 12 months, all the predictions, including that opening ensoulment today is from this planner. Now, the reason I'm inviting you to connect with these 4 is if you've been getting the planner for the past several years, then you already know about all of this, but I want you to specifically look at 2019. Because 2019 was very much a lotus year. It was the year of divine awareness. It was the year that we were like, wait a minute, we're getting ready to get out of the ascension escalator. We're on the flip side. And it almost looked like an escalator itself that year, didn't it, Shri?
Yes, very much so.
You know, and it was that last year that even could potentially feel like anything linear. But I want you to look at May through November. You see that pink line? I want to remind you that it was May when we went into the core. And when we go into the core, when we go back into that which I am, it ignited an ascension frequency adjustment that took until February 1. It took until this moment to birth the Renaissance. But it was this adjustment that happened in 2019. And you'll also see, it almost looks like a fish, right? You know, I love that, how the way that came in, right? Where it says, in creation as part of core acceleration. So here's what happens. We have this beautiful lotus, right? We're coming up out of the mud. We know we're getting ready to hit the end of the ascension escalator. Here we go. Oh my gosh. And we birth into 2020. as this dragonfly energy. And for the first time, and look right below here where you see 2020, it turns out that 2020 was the year that said, I'm going to teach you how to spin time. We're going to prepare you for what's coming. And you notice that the dragonfly itself became that which raised the pyramid. You see that pyramid energy coming up from that square that's around January, February, September, and the square that's around July, August, December. Well, what that did was it started raising the pyramid frequency. And notice again the red line, January to August. We didn't know we were already outside of linear time, but we were loved so much that we were given that moment to really adapt, because it was in August 2020, and specifically it was 8/8/2020, the Lion's Gate, the birth of the Women Wellness Awakenings, when the discus of Vishnu rose, that we had to jump. We had to jump in August into that ring. You see that circle, that oval there? You literally had to trust and jump to wind up into September. And after the spin, and you see yourself there again, hands raised, remembering the radiance, the opening to the greater presence, the awareness. We stepped into 2021, top right, and for the first time, we began to remember, live, exist, and be in the choice of opening the eye. 2021 was a very powerful year of choice, and it ignited that eye, which gave rise to the Sea of Neutrality. It was when you're looking at what would be like a cross section of a torus, but yet it's all infinite symbols. Is that a good way to describe it,
Yeah,
Shri?
those are like figure eights and infinite symbols.
Right.
And we took a slice.
And that is the inside of that discus of Vishnu. That, if you were with us on 8/8/2020, when we ignited Women Wellness Awakenings and the opening of this, you remember this discus of Vishnu, and in the middle of it is the 0 point generator, and that birthed spiral time ignition, the opportunity for you to grow beyond where you've ever gone before. And then that brought us to last year. And last year was when we had the blessing to really begin to even understand and realize, I'm really loving what Shri set up today, to really be in the moment of divine mastery presence integration, the open eye of presence. And what that gave rise to is the capacity for the first time ever. We have not done it at this experience of it before, ever. So you need to let go of all the myths that would make you think that you're less evolved than any other experience of this potentiality. Because what it gave us was the opportunity to be able to command the body and actually achieve the gift of having the divine mastery presence become the commander of this ship in conscious awareness of all potentiality, with the humility of the master as the active experience of the law of instantaneous manifestation. And because enough of us have held that, what was and is the storm of 2023. And Shri, would you show that one, please? That one, 2023 flow creation. There it is. Here's where we are now. And here's what's so beautiful. This is all floating upon the Sea of Neutrality. Now, I want to bring your mind back to where we were right when we started today. When we started today, you noticed the pyramid within the pyramid, right? The open eye, which has the crescent moon and the illuminated sun within that, and the 3 spirals. Because right now, we are in the moment. If you look at that spiral, we're in the moment right now where the spiral is we're right up about where it's small. And so the spiral right now is saying, look, pay attention, take a breath, take a pause, look at everything and say thank you. And then you see that chalice energy. Remember that 2023 really begins now, February. This is the 2023 flow of creation over what was the February calendar, because we are all igniting the chalice. And you notice that the I is sitting right there in the field of creation. And we are here right now. And that's pretty extraordinary.
Yes.
Right?
And let's take a breath for a moment,
Let's do
because
that.
sharing by Master Lady Kira Ra is content rich and energy rich. Remember, light travels as a wave and as a particle. And that's why I choose to say content rich and energy rich. When we are in our most expanded state of consciousness, we're able to fully appreciate that which is unfolding around us, that which is being shared here today. When we are in a more narrow, more narrow state of consciousness, then we experience what is emotionally known as confusion.
Lack of clarity.
Because our attention, our paradigm is here, nothing wrong with here, and the information or the experience being shared is outside of the conventions of that accepted reality. Now, I ask you, would you like to grow? And if so, we have to relax our mind, we have to open our hearts and be available for that energy and that information to ignite us. And there it is, the challenge for all of us all the time.
Or not. or not, because you opened it with a question that I just want to take a moment with, because you said, would you like to grow? And while that's a really valid question in one experience of consciousness, what I'm experiencing, as Shri is sharing, is that some of you are simultaneously also experiencing that I am ready to grow beyond. That there is growth, and the readiness relaxes when the knowing is present. And so in our presence right now, let's show them, Shri, while we're here, the up-level energy flows. You see where it says up-level energy flows? Right there, that one.
There it is.
Yeah.
All right.
So I want you to look at the Taurus, right? Because this is what, in some respects, that's Shri and Kira. I mean, it's not, but it's about steadfast commitment, focused awareness, and complete trust, holding the gateway of perfect balance of masculine and feminine, which is that androgyny, that moment of all is in this beautiful experience of the oneness with the respect for the allness, right? And that is that framework of support. And if you look down at the bottom, Shri, would you read that for us right under there, what it says?
It is this ignition of the Taurus field through concentric dimensionality that birthed in 2022 as the sea of neutrality and held the portal for 2023 to be the open eye of the storm. When the 7 polarities of free will were first shared with the planet and the chart was released in 2015, humanity was and still is being offered the gift of the choice, fear or trust.
Now, breathing that in, I want you to look quick at the 7 polarities of free will at 2019, because remember, that was that last year where it looked like an escalator itself.
Yep.
So you remember 2019 was that final act of what looked like linear time. 2020 was where it was all about trust. It was when we had what looked like it till about August, and then we had a jump and run, right? And then 2021 was that the first concentric dimensionality. And as you're gazing at all of this right here, I want you to look at the trust column. And I want to just read this to you, because I'm just going to read you the bring your hands to your heart. And I just want to read you these one things. Breathe in the energy of co-creation and trust, ascension, awareness, connection, abundance, planetary evolution, passionate action, divine nature, and planetary harmony. Now, I want to quickly do something else because remember, we're going to culminate today by bringing you on a divine balancing. Let's look at 2015 and imagine that was your root, your first chakra, and it brought you acceptance. And your second chakra brought true soul nourishment. And your third brings all abundance. Your fourth, your heart, is the collaboration with Gaia, your presence. Your throat, your truth, is the passionate action, the living truth of self-love. Your sixth chakra, clarity and vision. And your seventh chakra is the all, the joy-filled spirit. It is the life-enhancing moment. Humanity, collectively, up-leveled. And we're way above that now because it didn't stop right there at 7 and start again. As we have all learned with the Divine Galactic Blueprint, 8, 9, 10. And that's why Shri and I are coming to Los Angeles to, oh my gosh, not only hug you and see you in person, which is blowing our mind. I hope I have a lot of Kleenex, there's going to be a lot of tissues. But we have been blessed with a Shakti put activation of divine mastery presence and the ability to be able to quickly up-level the physical body through the anchoring of the Divine Galactic Blueprint. And so I just want to take a moment and honor that you, our beautiful community, are the reason we're going, and that in this moment it felt appropriate to really share with you how timely all of this is.
We're at an amazing time. The cycles and the flow that is surrounding consciousness to have an expanded recognition of that which has never been more ripening, more available. You know, and I want to smile for those of you that are new to the nomenclature and
we're going to get your questions.
We talk about 2023 as the year of the STORM, the year of the storm.
Yeah.
So I just want to invite you to have fun with the play on words. Because what is a storm? A storm is kind of an unsettling energy. You know, whether it's a weather storm of some sort or whatever, using the metaphor of that. Yet, when we look at the acronym STORM, what we're inviting you to enjoy is to see the oneness and reclaim mastery.
Can I say that again? SC, the oneness, reclaim mastery. That is the eye of the storm, right?
Yes.
It's so potent, I put it on my arm permanently because this is that year. This is that moment. We are starting 13 months right now in this beautiful storm.
In the storm. And it is a gift because the outer world, the world of outer co-creation and experience, will reflect the qualities of the storm. The inner master will see the oneness within that.
Yes.
And therein is the gift.
Reclaim through it even too. I want to just add that.
To reclaim your mastery
through it.
Through what on the surface feels like stimulation for anything other than mastery.
It's going to be gorgeous. It already is gorgeous. You just stay in that experience of it.
And so we smile at that, you know, the deepening understanding, you know, and I'm also, I don't know why this popped in my head, but I always share what's going on. It was John Lennon who wrote a line, something along the lines of, life is what happens while you're making other plans.
All the time.
So,
need to know basis, right? That's how loved we are.
And so if our attention is on the content of the storm rather than seeing the oneness, we're going to have that experience. And when we use that which is stimulating our emotions, stimulating our thoughts, and to look through it into the deeper quality of energy that is even allowing this to manifest, we begin to appreciate the oneness that is underpinning the allness, the infinite variety of expressions. And so therein is the nourishment for your mastery consciousness.
Oh, breathe that in. You know, the nourishment for your mastery consciousness, Shri, thank you. That's just so potent and so important. And let's real quick go to the February calendar, and then we're starting to have some questions pile up. So please, if you have any questions, you're over there at YouTube. But let's take a moment because there's that chalice energy again.
Yeah.
And Shri, would you read that line for us at the
Sure.
top?
The chalice energy of the ascended heart rises to intersect with the eternally abundant universe. Opening for higher consciousness expands and calls forward the high heart into active presence.
And remember, this month is what? Choice. So I want you to look at tomorrow. I also want you to look at today, next Sunday, and also go ahead and look at the 24th and the 25th. This week ahead is an opportunity for you to have all of the mysteries begin to reveal in ways that you may never have seen before because you weren't ready to see. And tomorrow, you see that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful illuminated presence new moon. That beautiful new moon is like, it's just shining this radiant ignition of complete blank slate, saying it's all here, you're ready, it's stabilizing, don't be afraid. Come out with me, play with me in the outer limits of the universe where there are absolutely no restrictions. Knowing the truth of that, create, paint, draw, say yes, put it down, bring it together, because this is the moment of stability, and it's going to be through this whole week. And then next week, and I pray you're with us for Monday Mastery because it's going to be crazy amazing because we're walking right into the throat. And remember, all of this is about being if I could stand, I would right now. It's about being the chalice, right? I am as you are, emergence itself.
Emergence.
Itself. And this is a week where everything's going to stabilize. If anything's been up in the air, anything you haven't been sure about, whatever it is, if it's real, it's all weaving this week. And it's a beautiful week to weave because it's coming through the blessing of a chalice that has been open and receiving all month.
So often in our process, we are governed by our thoughts and feelings, and we don't make enough space for that heart energy, the soul to inform us. We kind of dismiss that voice and we get connected and involved with the content of life. And it's understandable because we have lots of commitments and life is a pretty fast pace right now.
Seems to be, right?
And so we are at an amazing time.
Oh my gosh,
where
yes.
The power of your intention has more force than ever before because the sea of neutrality, because your divine mastery presence, because of the greater environment, the greater energetics that are gifted to us at this time. The power of your intention carries extreme potency.
You really matter.
And so, as Lenin, I was kind of smiling, as Lenin said, life is what happens while you're making other plans. If you set a sacred intention, that intention will carry you through lapses of attention. It'll carry you through those momentary emotional speed bumps and keep coming back to your ascended heart. Keep coming back to the Ave Sa breath.
Now breathe that in. Wow, because remember, we're culminating by taking you on a journey there.
Because in just a few seconds, you can restore your presence.
You really can.
It doesn't need to be hard. Effort is the old paradigm.
There it is.
And we are graduated. No need to go back to that. Unless you feel you want to, go for it.
As Archangel Zadkiel always says, it's your choice. Shri, I want to jump to LA because we have so many people asking about LA. And I have something specifically from Gary I just want to lead with. And it's Gary. And I'm like really, really excited because he said, I love you guys very much. And this is factual. He's saying that I'm reading right. So no BS. I am working on making sure I see you in California and can't wait to hug you. Gary, you've got to come. And so do we even have a graphic for California or not? Go to our website. If you go to shriankira.com, everything's updated.
We
It's
just
all
updated
there.
the event.
The event is okay. If you
Description.
go to the homepage, you just see Shri and Kira first time in the United States. And guys, most likely are only. And we found a great hotel really close to the airport with free round trip transportation, to and from the airport when you come in. It's really affordable. They can even do 4 people in a room, which gets your nightly down to like $60 or less. I mean, or less.
And
I
it's
think.
a quality hotel.
It's a 4-star hotel. So all this is at the web. But as you were sharing, Shri, I think what excited me the most, and I was looking to see if we have any graphics here I could put up that might even come close to sharing, but I can't. So what I will share is this, that if you can, with all our heart and soul, please be there for Tuesday the 28th when we're at the Wisdom.
Yes.
Those of you that have known us for 20 years, you know that we're Shri and Kira broken record. One day an animator will come. Well, this day is that. It's happening. And the fact that it's premiering in the Wisdom and it's going to be a 360 degree
huge planetarium-like experience.
Right, and it's huge.
Really cool.
We're in the grand big dome. And so this is a 360 degree experience. And for those of you that have been on the journey, there'll be lots of new people there, but those of you that have been on the journey, number one, Shri and I could really use your support. And no, I mean, just physically, we'd like to have some people there that get us. And number two, you're going to be able to, we're literally the near-death experience, when I was shown the gateways, all of that, you're going to get to be like you're going through it yourself. And I'm really excited about that, and the beautiful being who is making this miracle happen, and the miracle of getting Alexander Padilla to come with us, to come out of the country and be with us. He has his visa, his passport, to have him there in that dome as well. Our animator is making just a nice little thing for him. And you have to all do drum rolls. You're hearing this for the first time right now. We're premiering 2 things there, but most importantly, it's my husband's book. And so Shri and I are writing it together, but I really call it Shri's book because I really bow to him for bringing it forward. And you want to give him the title and tell him just a midge about it, because we're premiering it, and he was actually given some extra time at the Dome to talk about it.
Well, as many of you know, for this last year, we've shared a lot of information about the Pyramid of Peace and the construction process.
Yeah.
And this is actually a culmination, a physical representation of many years of study and experience with pyramid energy. And so this book is going to share with you so much information. The title kind of sums it up.
I love the title. Get ready.
The title of the book is Pyramids, Consciousness and Healing. Why the ancients built giant pyramids and why we should do so today.
Breathe in. So that's all happening at the Dome. And guess what, guys? That's sponsored by Unity.Earth. So it's a whopping $20. And that's at Eventbrite. And if you get to shriankira.com, you can get a way to get there. And then the day after that, the 29th, if you're in town, we're all just going to rent a van. We're going to go to the Santa Monica Pier. Everybody's just going to go have a beautiful day. But I clearly had a vision that for all of you that would like to be there, and this is our gift, there's no cost to this, we're going to gather before sunset, where we will be learning more yoga, the Kanyari yoga, Karuna with the Divine Feminine, and sunset there that night is at 7:11. And we have been guided to be on the beach at sunset to call forward the co-creative ensoulment that will open up the container for the Shakti put that we'll be building to for Saturday. And then the day after that, Shri and I are going to be quiet. We've rented a house that we'll be in. It's only 3 miles from the airport. For those of you that would like private time with us, please ask Sue. We're there for you. And then on Friday morning, you're going to wake up and Alexander Padilla is offering you the blessing of something that up until now you could not get unless you flew to Ecuador. And I pray you will be there. And that prepares you and softens and moves, because Friday night, I get teary thinking about it. Shri and I are going to offer you a mystical salon. Do you want to tell them what that is?
In the mystical salon, this is a very intimate, limited attendance, living room kind of experience where we will open up portals of energy, where you will have a direct connection with the ascended realms and the ability to interact at different levels.
Many years ago, we did this, and we would literally go to people's homes. People would sponsor us, and we would go, and there'd be like, 30 people in a living room or 40. But what's so beautiful about this is it's a very intimate experience where the ascended realms often invite you to ask questions, share things that haven't been revealed. So it's very intimate, it's very beautiful. And so that's Friday evening, and then all day Saturday. And it's 3 sections. We'll be doing a multicultural weaving of prayer and music and up level attunements and practices and journeys, and celebrating at the end of the night into what will probably be an incredible party of joy filled beingness.
Well, there'll be
And
musicians.
so, for sure. And so we invite you to join us, and
Yeah.
just get to ShreeandKira.com. It's all there. It's not expensive. And in this, a couple people have already said they're going to be driving cross country. So if you want to hitch a ride with somebody that's already driving, or if you want to drive and you're saying, hey, I'm leaving from this state and I can pick up this many people, support at selfascension.com. Sue is in
She'll
there.
help coordinate that.
Totally. And remember, Sri, I just want to share again, can we put up this graphic right here? We are in the year of eternal life energy. This February, this 13-month cycle that's beginning right now in February, this 50,000-year reboot is all about the Sacred Five energy. You are the Sacred Five. You are the living Ankh. When you get to ShreeandKira.com, check out the living Ankh practice. Make sure you're doing it. And in order to support you, and in order for you to say yes to supporting the Sea of Neutrality, and you see, this is a vision I had of the Sea of Neutrality. And if you look at the central area there, this vision was literally given to me through one of the White Lion Masters. And the Sacred Five is all about you, saying yes to you and to holding on. And so 2 Mondays a month, the 2nd and the 4th, be there. You are the master. Our mastermind experiences are going off the charts, the up level. And then you're here right now, 2 Sunday services, 1st and 3rd Sunday. And then, of course, that Saturday miracle mastermind where we all come together with the healing light presence. And the reason I'm sharing this again is you have an opportunity today. And it's all there in the YouTube. Go look at the comments, go look at the question, everything. Everybody's talking about how to get your link, where it's going to be happening, how it's going to be happening. But starting today is your opportunity to really dive deeper and say hi, to make some new friends, to say hello to some old friends, and to start really experiencing the blessing of the law of instantaneous manifestation in your life. And we have a couple people here that are actually having that experience. Can I share?
Yeah, I just want to
Please
underscore
do.
one
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So there is a Zoom link, and you can
In the YouTube.
and you can join in. It's live, and have some fun and
Free,
share what's
the whole
going
deal.
on.
Yeah.
Help each other, give each other love.
And it's how, again, it's our 3 beautiful shepherds that are going to be there for you today: Patty Peterson, Hollis Backout, and Ash Tarara. And we are so grateful to them, because what we're inviting you to do is to really hold the energy. If you're feeling good, if your heart's going, wait a minute, there is more. Wait a minute, I'm not crazy. Wait a minute, I'm not alone. Dive in, check it out.
Yeah.
And Shri, I want to, we have a couple people that gave us some beautiful comments here.
Yeah,
and again,
go
if you
ahead.
have any questions, Sue's going to be sending them to us right now. And then we're going to be getting into that beautiful Avesa balancing that we're going to be offering to all of you as our gift of closing today. So from Bhatia B.F. Freeman, namaste. Can I say, I think you are. Can I say I've had the most clarity this weekend, and I was called to read the I Am discourses. I had so much confirmation today, and my husband acknowledged and witnessed the law of instantaneous manifestation. It was a simple matter, but it was definitely a confirmation. Well, congratulations, because that's part of it, right? Is witnessing the miracles before us.
Yes.
All right. And we have from Leaf. Hi, Leaf. Good morning. I am being here to be part of the one. Here from Gustine, California, and I hope we're going to see you in Los Angeles. Please come see us. Remember, guys, March 28th through April 1, if you're doing everything, and hopefully you'll do as much as you can. All right. And here is a question from Laura. Why is the Lion's Gate that important? All right. And she's talking about Sirius and the home of the Blue Starborn. So here's what I want to share with you, Laura, is that if you did not partake in what we offered during that time, it's actually still on our website as a home study. It's Women Wellness Awakenings. And I think we should probably retitle it so people understand really what it is. But that moment, and if we go back, Shri, would you please put up that right there? Yeah, the 2019. I'm just gonna put this up really quickly. If you look at 2020 and you look at August, the reason that that particular one was the Herald, and I would have to go through a year's worth of information that I was sharing, but the most important is that you see in August, that August 2020, and specifically that August 8/8, gave rise, and if you look up at 2021 and you see the blue outer rim there, gave rise to the discus of Vishnu igniting again on the planet. And that's that, you see that circle there. And if you look down at the kind of the key at 2020, it says the circle meant an awakening to self-ascension. This was the introduction of the field that would invite all of us to go beyond where we have ever gone before, to know that with every breath, we've actually made it further without imploding than we've ever done. Every moment we're here is a dancing, weaving celebration. And the more of us that hold on to that, the greater blessing we are in now. The greatest gift of this moment is to let go of the mind needing concretization of the energy to remain on. If you were part of the crystal and clairvoyance journey that we just finished, and if not, it's available as home study now, to learn how to navigate through all those potentialities and see that to offer a concretization in a response to that question, which does have that response in a experience of density in this potentiality, would limit the moment you're in right now to receive. And I'm also experiencing that through your questions, so are a lot of others. So thank you for asking it. Dive into the heart of potentiality, and I hope you stay for the attunement, the evasive balancing, because that's also going to offer you some greater clarity as well. Thank you. Did you want to add to that, Shri?
No, what I wanted to do is invite everyone to start relaxing and to be in trust, because so often we get distracted by the content.
Yes, we do. We do.
And,
We do.
and we miss out on savoring the flow and
Yeah.
that which is emerging or arising from within. Because one of the grand delights of this universe is it's a little bit of a festival of mirrors. There are so many things that reflect back to us that which our soul is wanting us to recognize.
So breathe that in. That which our soul is wanting us to recognize.
Yeah. And of course, this doesn't mean we need to get stressed out. What it means is relax the need to control and simply be with that which is emerging.
So breathe that in, because we're going to move into our balancing. And before we do, just a couple things we want to share is that a couple people came in, and Angel Light said, I am so grateful for the Sacred Five. Do want to encourage all of you, really mark it on your calendar. You have to download the app, get in there, make sure you're part of it. Pauline is saying, great news on stability and chalice emergence. Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
And we're going to end with PT Hack is saying, I have been using the I am every day and creating blessings and magic in every day. Yes, yes, yes. And we're going to put away this and call you all in to say that please go visit shriandkira.com. We can only accept 40 people for the Mystical Salon and for Alexander's ceremony. Those two are very, very limited. So if you're really coming, please let us know. Get onto the website, go check it out. And remember, Eventbrite also has limited tickets left for the Dome. If you're coming, they're $20. Grab your ticket right away. All right. So we want to invite you into a beautiful deep breath. Remember always the smile of Abesa. And we're going to simply move through each one of our chakras. And it's only going to take about 2-3 minutes. But what we're doing right now is, as you're resting, and you can be seated as Shri and I are, or you can be laying down, or you can even be standing. You want to immediately right now feel that beautiful crystalline ray under your left foot, golden ray under your right foot. I'm already feeling them, they're tingling. And just with this next Ave Saw breath, you're going to breathe those 2 rays of light all the way up to the spine, where they're going to spin together, go right out of the head, and relax into that flow. All right, let's breathe that in to begin. Relaxing your eyes if you can. Notice that beautiful emerald ray of light right before your heart. Breathing that into your heart, feeling it radiating through your arms, and relaxing you into a state of spaciousness. And Sri Ramka is going to guide us through each one of our chakras in an uplifting experience of balance.
So as you relax into this moment, trusting your body,
Flowing.
trusting your consciousness, feeling the flow that's just been opened.
Your feet tickling.
Just smile and be and breathe. And let's bring our attention to that traditional root chakra. It's down in the pelvis. Just bring your attention there, bring the breath there. And it's as if your breath is a soothing invitation for that chakra to relax from being an orbital flow into the calm figure 8. Just take a breath right now and feel, sense, and know that my chakra is in that balanced state, that infinite presence, the figure 8. You just allow that to be so. Trusting that that chakra is now balanced. We come up to the sacral chakra, the second chakra of the traditional system, just below the navel. Bring your attention there. And as you're breathing in and out, send the breath to the second chakra and invite it to relax into the ascended state. That infinite flow, left and right are equal. It is a balanced flow of energy. And with that intention set, you relax, breathe, and let's lift up to the third chakra, the solar plexus. Connect there. Breathing in, breathing out. Allow the breath to soothe that chakra. Consciousness and the breath are connected. And once again, we set the intention. It is relaxing into the ascended figure 8 energy. You notice it, and it is so. Now we lift into our heart chakra, the center of your chest. And as you breathe in and out, you feel your breath connecting with the heart chakra, and you notice this is the first chakra that has interlocking figure 8s. It's like a beautiful flower. So connect now with the horizontal, that stability energy. Just like the lower 3 chakras, we invite that figure 8 stability to be at the heart. And then on the next breath, the lifting energy is in a figure 8 too. It's an intersecting, interlocking figure 8. It is vertical. Feel that. And just relax and notice that you have the cross of perfect balance in the shape of those infinite symbols right at the heart. Bringing your attention up to the throat, the truth chakra. We call in balance to the throat, the figure 8 equally, left and right, circulating the energy in a balanced way, allowing us to relax into the connection of the joyful truth of our authenticity. Breathing and knowing. Let's now lift up to the third eye. Bringing your attention there. The breath is there. And once again, we have interlocking figure 8s. The horizontal figure eight is a beautiful balance, left and right. And then the vertical figure eight, facing up and down, referencing our head. This is like a lotus flower at the sixth chakra. Feel that. Balanced and connected. Bringing your attention up to your crown, top of the head. Feeling your crown chakra, that connection of divine wisdom. And once again, we have the interlocking figure eights, the infinite symbols of perfect balance. Feel them. Feel the flower of that perfect balance. Breathing it, aligning, relaxing. Let's lift a little higher. Breathing all the way up above the head, what some people refer to as the transpersonal or lotus chakra. And once again, feel the energy of perfect balance, the figure eights in perfect balance. You might even take your fingers up there and feel that. Using the breath, using your intention. Let's now bring our breath back to the root chakra, and we're going to breathe all the way up and out the top of the head. One more time, connecting at the feet and bringing that energy that we started with, the gold and the white, bringing it up through all the chakras, giving them that energy. We are lifted, we are blessed, and all is truly well.
Love yourself a little more. I am as you are, and so it is.
We love you.